Hi all, Hal here with more Empyrion, and as you can see, the new build has dropped. They've actually already done an update patch, and the last version of the game corrupted out, so we're going to be restarting. What we're going to do is we're going to get down to the planet here, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of fast forward through a lot of the early game progress. We're going to skip the tutorial, and first we have to get started, so let's go. Okay, now that we have gotten at least to the first location, let me show you what's going on, because they've made quite a few changes. Now, a lot of people are familiar with the old Fog of War system, or the lack thereof, in Empyrion. So if you came over to the map before, you'd actually get to see the entire planet, and you would know basically what the geography of the planet looked like. Arguments on both sides of it. Some people don't like that because there's no sense of exploration. Some people thought it made sense because, you know, your ship was in orbit when it was shot down, and the escape pod coming in would have seen at least a good portion of the planet, if not the entirety of the planet. Man, I got some rude neighbors. So, yeah. But what we're going to do is we are going to continue to look at this. As you can see, we've got the new Fog of War. Talking to the developers, Empyrion has said that basically they've got it set up so basically where you are, everything within 500 meters will show up now when you're doing your exploration. I actually like this in some regards. I think that they should do, if they're going to continue with the actually incorporating a Fog of War system, is to have the Fog of War translucent so you can see the basic terrain, but you do kind of like what was it, the old the Microsoft RTS game. I can't remember the name of the game, it's been so long, but basically you see the map, but you don't see, or even like not World of Warcraft, but like Warcraft or some of the games where you have map visibility, so you have a kind of a translucent overlay that doesn't show you anything other than what you've already discovered. So if you don't see anything, you'll get the map, but you don't see any of the waypoints, kind of like what they had before. But what you do is any areas that you search, you remove the translucent layer, so you can see obviously where you've been versus where you haven't. So if you don't see something and you look at it and you realize that area is shaded, you go over there and say, okay, I haven't explored over here, so let's go see what's there. I think that might be something a little bit better, because my personal opinion on Fog of War should always be that it's something that helps you realize where you are and what you're doing, not necessarily be something that's there to really penalize you. So I know that there's been more than a few people talking about how they feel the whole thing with the way that Empyrion has started developing for Empyrion is that they feel like they're taking away a lot of the fun factor of the game. And I can understand that argument, because I actually have made that argument myself a few times. But give it a chance. You know, let's see where they're working out with things, because they have said that they are planning on doing, or continuing to take player feedback. So give them a chance, see what it looks like. If you like something, you know, give them constructive feedback, and if you don't like it, give them constructive criticism. Don't just blast the forums and the people on the forums, you know, with this sucks, change it back. Give them examples of why you like or dislike something. Oh, alright, so that's my PSA for the day. Like I said, basically what I think I'm going to do at this point is we're going to try and get things built as quickly as possible, because as you saw, we haven't seen anything of the landing area yet, and I'm thinking I want to basically just get through the beginning portion of this as fast as possible, which means finding resources, hopefully finding iron somewhere in the near area. We'll finish breaking some of this stuff down, since this only uses stamina, makes it easy. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do some collecting. We'll get some things built, and I will bring you back when we have the materials together to do our first ship build. And I'm thinking we're going to do an HV, because I want to show you some of the new features that have been added. In fact, let me go over those really quick. So now, not only do you have the Fog of War system, in the tech tree has changed a little bit. So the base, pretty much the same. I don't think anything over here really changed all that much. Advanced Constructor is level 10. I think it used to be level 12. Repair bays are still here. Ventilators are still here. Force fields and solar panels. In the capital vessel, we've had a few changes. So you have your warp drive, warp tank behind gravity generator. You have all of your thrusters. As you can see, it looks like they rebalanced the timing on the thrusters. So you now get CV thrusters at level 7, which used to be, I want to say, level 10. And then the small vessel, RCS, is no longer a first chain. It is now level 5, which also gives, and level 7 gives you small thrusters. So now you can make the choice if you want to have a CV or an SV early on. Now your jump drive for SVs do unlock at level 7 as well. And then you have the armor, you have, I think that's it. So basically they're just rebalancing some of the stuff to make it a little bit more consistent, I guess would be a good word for it. With the hover vessel, major change. So not only do you have the detector block now, you now have cloning chambers and medic stations. And this is why I'm thinking we're going to build an HV this time, because the HV allows you to actually have a completely mobile base. And then you also have the ability to have turrets on it. Now, they have done a little bit more separation as far as weapon-based turrets versus harvesting turrets. So now all of your harvesting turrets are down here. We'll probably skip the drill module. Now, the one thing I don't agree with the change, they're trying to make HVs more viable early game and more useful, I guess would be a early game. So I don't agree with having the drill module be in level 10. I think the drill module should be probably at level 5, because that allows you to get the resources you need to build some of this heavier stuff. You know, and I would actually be fine with leaving the drill turret and the multi-turret, these types of things, up here in the higher areas. I do think that the drill module layer, tier 2 should probably be moved down to 15, because by the time you get into like that 10 to 15 range, you're going to have at least a small vessel that's going to be able to get you off the planet and probably into near systems, since the short range warp drive has a technical cap of 15 AU. When you fill it, you actually get 16, I think. On the previous save, when I loaded it, we were able to fill this to 16 AU's worth of fuel. So that may have just been because it was updating and it caused some problems in that. But they have also changed the terrain generation system again, so you're going to get a little bit more variation in the planet structure. And then you have the normal stuff that you get for HVs. But I do think we're going to unlock the HV stuff this time, and we'll go HVs first, especially since we can get med stations and clone stations for the HV, and they get them fairly early. I mean, those are, by level 7 you have medic station. You know, having a clone chamber on your HV means that you can now use this thing as an actual mobile base, and I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, keep breaking this thing down, get some XP going, and we'll bring you back once we have a few things set up and running. All right, so yeah, we'll be right back. And we're back. I figured I'd bring you back for this because we have a drone here chasing us. And, you know, figured at least this way you get some combat in the first episode, right? So I have found that this particular build has greatly reduced some of the things that you're used to finding everywhere. Like, we're not finding a whole lot of plants or resources, and it's probably the seed. There we go. And I wanted that because that's good XP. Now if we can just catch up to it before it gets too far away. Alright. Now it came out from over here somewhere. Grab this. Yeah, I'm not really sure where it popped in from. So we did find the alien tower back here, but there was no drones on it. So I'm thinking there's probably a POI or resource somewhere down there. Now the question is do we want to risk going down there? I ask as I start heading that way. Now I am kind of worried about running into something that we can't handle early on. I don't know if they have changed the whole first 24 hours thing, because we are well outside of the safety zone that we would normally have. So we're gonna be a little bit careful. I'm not seeing anything over here that would have... Alright, so I'm just going to assume that it was one of the planetary patrol drones. Now, for those who don't know, you actually will get drones that are basically just on their way someplace. And I'm wondering if that's what we ran into. I'm going to try and not burn my stamina. I do apologize for doing the jump thing here, because I know that does irritate a lot of people. Unfortunately... Where are you? Are you just the... Guessing that's the rocket drone corpse. Alright. So we're going to continue on. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to keep grabbing stuff. And that's basically what I've been doing. It's just picking up the stuff as I can. So as you can see, we're already level 3. I guess we'll be to level 4. Let's get stats here. We're almost 2/3 of the way to level 4. That's not too bad. But I do think we're going to continue on with what we've been doing. I will do another cut, and if we run into anything, I will bring you back for it. Otherwise, when we come back, we should be probably about ready to have an HV going. I'm not quite sure if we're going to be able to build most of it from the... Actually, I guess we can check that really quick. Let's see. What are we going to be able to build from here? Oh, so yeah, actually it looks like we're going to be able to build most of the HV. Once we have the crafter, I'm assuming we'll be able to build more of the HV parts from that. Well, we'll see. First off, though, we definitely need to continue going. And as you can see, I was up here and I actually doubled back because of the drone. So what we're going to do is we're going to swing around here. We're going to set a waypoint, remove, accept. And then we're going to head this way. And I'm thinking that should let us get across the water as quickly as possible. Because as you can see, well, here we actually found the temperatures not too bad. We could probably survive the night here fairly easily. But I do want to continue going, see if we can get more levels. I don't want to stop if I don't need to. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick cut. And yeah, we'll be back shortly. Alright, so we're back. And we have been doing a bunch of stuff. Let me show you where we are. When the last time we checked in, we were somewhere in this area. We've actually made it all the way over here. Coming up, well, I should say, starting of day 2, we had a mini bike. We were able to explore a bunch of areas, just keeping an eye out because I've been swarmed by spiders. We actually found a little bit of iron over in here, and then a little bit more iron in the flatlands over here. So because of that, let me show you what we got. Oh, almost have a cockpit. Yes, once we have that, everything else, there we go. We now have basically everything we actually need to make our hover vessel. So we're going to go ahead and do that really quick. This is going to be, and I do mean a quick and dirty build. This is not something that I would normally build. For those who know, I don't generally like the HVs, but with the changes that they've made, I want to give them a try. So we're going to go 3, 4. And that's going to give us a base of 5 by 4, right? No, 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's actually not a bad thing. We'll do it 5 by 5. We'll do it 5 by 5. Because what we're going to need to do is we are going to need... Do I have enough parts? Let me see if I have enough parts to make one more... Nope. What are we missing? We're missing nanotubes. In order to make the nanotubes, we are missing iron. See if that's enough. Let's hope that's enough. So we have this. Yes, we can make a fourth one. Okay. So since we can make a fourth one, that makes this a little bit easier, because what we're going to do is we're going to have this thing pull those out. Did you give me plates? Son of a... It didn't give me plates. That should be giving me components. Alright, well, good to know now. And you are going to come out here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take a few of these things apart. And we're going to put in thrusters on the compass points. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. So to make sure it's not actually giving me... Nope. Damn, that's annoying. Okay. So we're going to do that. Oh, cool. Nice intake. I like the fact that there is now a difference on the intake side. Okay, so... Did I not? I sure didn't. Oh no, I did, okay. This is the side I didn't do yet. There we go. And that is exhaust. That is exhaust. Okay. Now we're going to take these, and we're just going to put one in each corner. We're just waiting for the... Oh, thank you. Okay, so we're just waiting for that. Let's go ahead and grab the stake. Alright, so... I'm thinking we're actually going to end up with this thing being an open concept. Do you want that one or that one? Let's go with this one. I like this one a little bit better. And what we're going to do here is we're going to pick up all the stuff. Hopefully. Let's move this stuff off of inventory for a second, because what we're going to do, or off the quick bar, is because we want you to be there. We are going to put you guys, I think we're going to go, vertical. Actually, it doesn't seem to like that. Can we get away with one there, one there? And I'm basically trying to keep this stuff far enough back from us that it's not going to cause too many problems. We're going to go ahead and... Where is... There it is. 10%. Not much. Hopefully, we will find Promethean. I have a feeling that this thing's going to run out of power before we get there, but you never know. So we are going to grab you. I think we're going to drop you on this side. We're going to put you right there. And now that we have that, we can do that. And we have just solved our temperature problem. Okay. Now, do we have anything else that we need? Nope. Looks like we have everything else. Aha. And I'm going to drop you over here. You are our mobile constructor. Let's see what we can build out of this thing. Oh, we can build all sorts of stuff. That's awesome. That we still need to be able to build. All right. So we're going to go ahead and drop all of our materials in here, raw materials, as well as our processed goods, just to get it out of inventory. And keep you, because we're going to need that for Promethean mining. Drop you down here. We're going to keep some of the vital stuff with us. We're going to hook that up. Because what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and get this set up. Hopefully give us a little bit of a buffer here. And I don't know. Alright, doesn't have to be pretty, just has to be functional. Okay, so how much? You're going to be building that. That's fine. How much time do we have? We have 24 minutes, roughly. 21 minutes. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that was close. I thought we were gonna get stuck in the water. I was like, crap. So how are we doing for temperature? We seem to be okay. Oh, much nicer. This thing actually handles really well. I might have to reevaluate my feelings on these things. Oh, that's iron over there. Iron over here, and because we now have the pocket detector, or what I like to refer to as the pocket detector, we now know that there's stuff over here that we can explore too. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Alright, so we're looking for more iron. We're gonna head this way a little bit. Apparently it says we have 60 minutes left now. I'm not going to complain too much about that. Okay. Look at all the materials. Alright, so I'm thinking here is I am going to see if our crafting is done. Mobile constructor. It is perfect. Because we can set this thing down. I can turn it off because it's not actually doing anything right this second. And how big is this thing? I've never used the detector on here. Oh, look at you. Aren't you a cute little thing? What is that? It's a 2x2? That's 2x2. I'm thinking we may actually just go ahead and put this thing over here. Where do we want to put it over here? We'll put it over here. Okay. And then that allows us to put the turret up here once we have a turret. Yeah, actually, can I make the turret? I don't know if I can make the turret. Can I? I hope I can. I can make that, though. And no, I cannot make turrets in this. Okay, that's fine. It does mean that we will have to get other things up and running, but for now, I think we're going to go ahead and call this one here because I'm going to go ahead and do some resourcing. We want to get as much of this material out as possible. Looks like we've got some spiders over there, which we're probably going to kill for the XP. We have a bunch of material over here to gather. Oh, yeah, this is going to be good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. When we come back next time, we should be ready, hopefully have more of the planet explored, have an idea of where we're going to set up our base, and we'll start progressing through in the near future. So this week, let's see, this is going to be Monday. So sometime during this week, the folks over at Empyrion have said that they are going to let us know when Alpha 8 is supposed to be dropping officially. That does not mean it's coming out this coming week. It means they are going to let us know this week. Just to clarify. Oh, so we're going to go ahead and grab this stuff. They did give a sneak peek for some of the things that are coming up. Apparently, in the next build or so, we are going to start having underwater bases spawning. Or I should say underwater POIs. So that should be a little bit interesting, something to look forward to. We'll probably just keep screwing around with this particular build until the new build comes out, obviously. When the next build comes out, we'll restart. But I did, like I said, I wanted to get an idea of how well the HVs are working, and I'm really liking the new HV mechanic. That thing is working really well. It handles much better than it used to. How many of you are there? Let's see here. Let's kill these guys really quick. Alright. Takes quite a few bullets to kill the spiders now. Of course, it would help if I actually had all shots on point, right? What did I say? Reload after every encounter. All right. Come here, guys. You are some ugly spiders. And why is it the spiders in the games are always so OP? Why am I out of stamina? I haven't been running around enough for me to be out of stamina yet. And one more, come on. I really need to make the next level so I can get the rest of my supplies going. Oh, look at that. Awesome. Alright, and on that note, we're going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your week. We will see you back here next time for more Empyrion. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit those like buttons. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down below. And if you are new to the channel, want to see more, or just want to do something nice for a YouTuber, that subscribe as well. Anyway, we're out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Let's go get this stuff quick. I'm wondering what that is. That'd be awesome if that is Promethean. Could you imagine if this turns out to be Promethean? Let's go find out. Oh, oh. Come on, out of stamina. Doesn't that figure? Okay, it should have popped already. It's going to be a resource. Definitely going to be a resource, but the question is which one? And I think I'm just going to go back and get my HV. Yeah, let's go get the HV. We'll find out. Alright. Take care, everybody.